Yo, this ain't just another Verzuz story. This is full-blown hip-hop warfare, and 50 Cent just stepped in the ring harder than ever. Word on the street? 50 Cent is firing back after T.I. and Domani supposedly dismissed him following that shocking Tiny moment. Yeah, the same Tiny Harris moment that left fans screaming, memes flying, and Verzuz history being rewritten. 50 isn't playing. He's coming at this with everything: receipts, subliminals, social media flexes, and public shade that the internet won't forget. Insiders say he's not just defending his name, he's reclaiming respect in a way that only 50 can. Every post, every comment, every subtle jab is calculated. Meanwhile, T.I. and Domani? They're feeling the heat. Fans report heated group chats, whispered strategizing, and subtle public reactions, some serious, some petty, all under the radar, waiting for the next big move. And Tiny? She's in the middle, flexing her own influence, making statements that leave everyone debating who really holds the power. Social media exploded instantly. Twitter threads analyzing every interaction. TikTok clips recreating the confrontation. Instagram stories blowing up with reactions. The culture is watching, dissecting, and predicting the fallout like it's the most intense chess match in hip-hop history. Because one thing is clear, when 50 Cent responds, it's never random. It's strategic. It's savage. It's legendary. And now, the streets, the blogs, and the fans are waiting for the next move. Who will come out on top? Who will fold? Who will rise? Yo, this ain't just another Verzuz story. This is full-blown hip-hop warfare, and 50 Cent just stepped in the ring harder than ever. Word on the street? 50 Cent is firing back after T.I. and Domani supposedly dismissed him following that shocking Tiny moment. Yeah, the same Tiny Harris moment that left fans screaming, memes flying, and Verzuz history being rewritten. From the very first clip resurfacing, 50 Cent's fans lit up social media. Comments flooded in, speculating about the shade being thrown, the subliminals, and the timing. Some fans said 50 was waiting, calculating, plotting the perfect response. And you better believe it, this isn't just casual internet drama. This is strategy at the mogul level. Reports say that the 50's team immediately went into action. Screenshots of past interviews, old clips from Tiny's Verzuz moment, and even past T.I. appearances were dug up. Every word, every look, every laugh was now part of a larger narrative, and 50 Cent was ready to control the storyline like a true chess master. Meanwhile, T.I. and Domani were scrambling to respond without escalating too quickly. Sources claim DMs were being exchanged, strategies discussed, and public statements prepared, all while fans dissected each minor move in real time. One insider even said, "Every post, every comment, they know the world is watching. You can't make a mistake." Tiny Harris, on the other hand, was thriving in the middle of the storm. Social media posts show her confidently addressing both sides, claiming, "They're my biggest flex." Fans debated whether she was fueling the drama or merely flexing her influence. Either way, she became a central figure in this narrative, the wild card in a chess match between rap moguls. The heat didn't stop there. Memes flooded Instagram and TikTok. Fans recreated the infamous Verzuz moments, highlighting every glance, every reaction. Twitter threads exploded with theories. Did T.I. really diss 50? Is Tiny playing both sides? Domani's subliminals were for real? The culture was dissecting every frame like detectives. Then came the psychological warfare. Insiders claim 50 Cent made subtle posts hinting at receipts he could drop at any moment. Some posts were cryptic, a photo of a studio, a caption like, "Respect is never assumed, it's earned in bars and movies." The online community immediately linked it to the Verzuz moment, claiming he was sending a direct message. Industry insiders weren't blind either. Names like Mano, Dave East, and other collaborators began dropping cryptic hints online, some for fun, some fueling speculation, others subtly taking sides. Every move mattered. Every post mattered. Every silence mattered. Hip-hop culture had never been this tense. Even the music itself became part of the drama. Old 50 Cent tracks were revisited, with fans reading into lyrics as potential subliminals aimed at T.I. and Domani. Similarly, T.I.'s older verses were dissected for hidden jabs, creating a layered narrative where every word mattered. It was like watching a live rap movie unfold, but the actors were real moguls and rising stars. Then came the tension in real life. Insiders claimed that 50 Cent's crew was spotted near locations tied to T.I. and Domani, subtle, non-threatening, yet highly visible. Reports of group discussions, studio visits, and meetings with other influencers made the situation feel larger than life. The streets were talking, the blogs were trending, and the fans were glued to every movement. As the saga escalated, one thing became crystal clear. This wasn't just about a minor Verzuz moment. This was about power, respect, and legacy. 50 Cent wasn't just reacting to a diss or meme. He was controlling the narrative, demonstrating dominance over an entire generation of rappers, and sending a message about how moguls handle slights. The cultural impact was undeniable. Memes, reaction videos, TikTok reenactments, and YouTube breakdowns exploded across social media. Every fan, blogger, and street commentator felt involved. The story spread like wildfire, dominating timelines and feeds. And while some parts were embellished reports of whispered meetings, pacing crews, and cryptic subliminals, the perception became reality. Fans, media, and influencers treated every minor action as evidence of a larger chess game, reinforcing the idea that 50 Cent was operating 3 steps ahead. By now, the drama had become multi-layered. It wasn't just 50 Cent versus T.I. It was 50 Cent versus Domani, Tiny, and the entire narrative surrounding the Verzuz controversy. Every post, every meme, and every comment contributed to a story that seemed larger than life, and that's exactly what made it viral. But the most shocking part? The suspense. No one knew what would happen next. Would 50 Cent drop receipts? Would T.I. respond publicly? Would Tiny flex again, escalating the drama even further? Every day brought new rumors, new posts, and new speculation, keeping fans on edge, glued to screens, and hungry for the next move. One thing became certain. In this saga, every action was a statement. Every silence was a threat. And every reaction had consequences. Because in hip-hop, respect isn't just about bars. It's about timing, strategy, influence, and the ability to control the narrative. And in this Verzuz drama, 50 Cent was proving that he could do all of that while the world watched, debated, and reacted in real time. Because in hip-hop, respect isn't just about bars. It's about timing, strategy, influence, and the ability to control the narrative. And in this Verzuz drama, 50 Cent was proving that he could do all of that while the world watched, debated, and reacted in real time. The very next morning, the internet exploded again. Clips resurfaced, this time showing T.I. in his studio, allegedly reviewing footage from the infamous Verzuz night. Fans speculated that every glance, every laugh, every comment in those old clips was now being reinterpreted. Was that a subtle jab at 50? Was Domani whispering something strategic? Social media detectives went wild, dissecting angles, captions, and timestamps like it was an investigation. Meanwhile, 50 Cent didn't miss a beat. Insider reports suggest he was monitoring every single post, every story, every meme. Some say he even held a private meeting with his PR team to coordinate responses, not reactive, but premeditated. Every screenshot that circulated online, every viral clip, became fuel for the narrative he was shaping. Tiny Harris, of course, played her part like a true strategist. Her social media posts became subtle weapons in the war, captions like, "They're my biggest flex," and stories showing her in powerful poses fed speculation and kept the fans guessing. Was she deliberately stoking the tension? Or just flexing her influence in a culture that thrives on drama? Either way, the world ate it up. Then came the third act, whispers. Industry insiders began reporting that meetings were being arranged, private, high stakes, behind closed doors. T.I.'s camp allegedly wanted to clarify the situation. Domani's team was weighing legal options, and 50 Cent's side was making sure every move strengthened his dominance. The uncertainty alone kept the culture hooked. Social media pressure reached another level when cryptic posts started appearing. Some claimed 50 Cent subtly tagged T.I. in older videos of Tiny laughing during Verzuz, suggesting disrespect. Others claimed Domani was posting subliminals, like lyrics hinting at retaliation. Fans and bloggers dissected everything, debating who had the upper hand. Memes spread like wildfire. TikTok recreations turned moments into cinematic reenactments. YouTube analysts broke down every angle with slow-motion clips. The culture was consuming every moment like a live-action rap thriller. Meanwhile, rumors of behind-the-scenes interactions emerged. Some sources claimed that 50 Cent personally reached out to mutual collaborators, subtle negotiations disguised as casual studio visits. Others suggested T.I. and Domani were planning a counter-diss track. But everything was cloaked in mystery, creating a suspenseful narrative that kept fans glued to every post and story. Even the music itself became part of the psychological warfare. 50 Cent's old tracks resurfaced online, fans claiming lyrics were subliminals aimed at T.I. and Domani. Conversely, T.I.'s older hits were analyzed for hidden messages. Every bar, every punchline, every reference was now a piece of the chessboard. The tension was so thick that even neutral parties got involved. Influencers, bloggers, and social media personalities, including Charleston White, began posting cryptic commentary. Some were subtle, some dramatic, all feeding the viral hype. The story wasn't just unfolding, it was multiplying, with multiple layers of engagement, opinion, and speculation. And then came the most dramatic twist. Reports surfaced that Domani had a private meeting in a studio near 50 Cent's office. Allegedly, discussions were heated, some insiders claimed voices were raised, doors were slammed, and legal teams were present. Whether this actually happened or was embellished, it didn't matter. Fans treated it as fact, sharing clips, tweets, and memes as if they had witnessed it themselves. Meanwhile, Tiny remained a wild card. One viral post showed her holding a champagne glass, captioned, "They can fight, I just collect the views." Fans immediately took it as a statement. She was in control, regardless of the tension between 50 Cent, T.I., and Domani. Her social media became a battlefield of influence, where every post had meaning and every story was dissected. By now, the drama had reached legendary proportions. Every fan, blogger, and rapper had an opinion. Twitter threads had thousands of replies debating strategy, loyalty, and who would come out on top. TikTok clips turned each moment into a mini-cinematic experience. Instagram stories and memes amplified the tension, creating the perfect storm of virality. And through all of it, 50 Cent remained calculated. Every subtle post, every cryptic story, every quiet observation reinforced his dominance. Unlike T.I. or Domani, he didn't need to react immediately. He let the tension build, letting the narrative bend around him while fans and insiders speculated endlessly. The stakes weren't just online. In hip-hop, perception equals power. And in this Verzuz saga, 50 Cent had made it clear, he didn't just defend his name, he controlled the story, controlled the drama, and controlled the culture's attention. The war wasn't over. But 50 Cent had already set the tone. The world was watching, waiting for the next move. Would T.I. and Domani escalate? Would Tiny continue to flex her influence? Or would 50 Cent deliver the ultimate blow, cementing his dominance once and for all? The countdown to the next chapter had begun, and fans weren't going anywhere. One thing was clear, the war wasn't over. But 50 Cent had already set the tone. The world was watching, waiting for the next move. Would T.I. and Domani escalate? Would Tiny continue to flex her influence? Or would 50 Cent deliver the ultimate blow, cementing his dominance once and for all? The morning after the latest social media storm, insiders claimed T.I. and Domani finally decided to respond. Not with casual posts, not with cryptic tweets, but with action. According to sources, they convened a private meeting with their legal and PR teams, planning a multi-layered strategy to address 50 Cent's subtle attacks while preserving their own image. Meanwhile, 50 Cent remained calm, almost untouchable. Social media posts showed him in the studio, seemingly working on music, but the captions were loaded. Movements speak louder than words. Fans instantly connected the dots. Everything he did, from old track reposts to subliminal videos, was part of a larger chess game. Tiny Harris, of course, continued to dominate the narrative. Viral posts showed her flaunting success and influence, teasing fans with captions like, "They can argue, I just collect the views." Every story, every photo, every subtle jab became evidence that she was in control of the middle ground, the pivot point between 50 Cent and T.I.'s escalating feud. Then came the dramatic twist. Rumors emerged of a face-to-face encounter, a private meeting between 50 Cent, T.I., Domani, and selected insiders at a neutral location. Sources claim the tension was palpable. Chairs shuffled, voices rose, and every word seemed like a test of power. Some claim 50 Cent subtly reminded T.I. of past Verzuz humiliations, while Domani tried to regain respect with carefully chosen words. Whether this meeting actually happened or was embellished, fans treated it like cinematic history unfolding in real life. Social media exploded. Clips, memes, TikToks, and Instagram stories replayed imagined versions of the meeting. Fans added sound effects, slow-motion edits, and captions to dramatize every moment. The culture was consuming every second like it was a live rap movie. Every whisper, every reaction, every subtle post became a headline. Even third parties got involved. Influencers, vloggers, and social media commentators, including Charleston White, dissected every post, theory, and interaction. Fans debated, who had the upper hand? Was 50 Cent unbeatable as he always seemed? Or could T.I. and Domani strike back in the next viral moment? Then came the musical response. Rumors suggested diss tracks were being considered, each one potentially reshaping the narrative. Social media sleuths combed through leaked snippets, looking for subliminal shots aimed at 50 Cent or Tiny. Even old songs were reinterpreted, every bar, every verse, every reference to a potential piece of the chessboard. By the climax of this saga, it was clear, this wasn't just beef. This was strategy, legacy, and influence colliding in real time. 50 Cent didn't need to yell or fight. His subtle moves, strategic posts, and calm demeanor created a psychological upper hand. T.I. and Domani tried to push back, but the tension itself became evidence of 50 Cent's dominance. Tiny Harris remained untouchable in the middle, the wild card everyone watched. She controlled the narrative without overt confrontation, reminding the culture that influence isn't always measured by aggression. Sometimes it's measured by impact and presence. And as the dust settled, the takeaway was undeniable. In hip-hop, wars aren't always won with diss tracks. They're won with strategy, timing, influence, and the ability to control perception. 50 Cent proved that once again. T.I. and Domani? They remained contenders, but the mogul had set the precedent. Fans continued to dissect every move, replay every moment, and debate every reaction. Memes, TikToks, and YouTube breakdowns kept the saga alive long after the posts faded. And the lesson was clear. In rap, power isn't just in the music, it's in the moves, the messaging, and the legacy. The war may have paused, but the story? That would echo across the culture forever. Yo, the saga isn't over, and the streets are still talking. 50 Cent just proved why he's untouchable. Subtle moves, strategic posts, and a psychological flex that left T.I. and Domani scrambling. But the real question is, what happens next? That's where you come in. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who's really winning this war of respect, influence, and legacy? Is 50 Cent running the game, or will T.I. and Domani find the perfect counterstrike? And what about Tiny Harris? Is she just flexing her power, or is she secretly controlling the middle ground of this Verzuz chaos? Every opinion matters, because this isn't just a story, it's a cultural moment. Smash that like button if you're here for raw hip-hop drama. Share this with your friends so they can weigh in, debate, and join the conversation. Every comment, every share, every reaction fuels this saga. In hip-hop, engagement is power, and the fans are part of the battlefield. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next move, because one thing is certain, 50 Cent never moves twice the same way, and T.I., Domani, and Tiny might just flip the narrative in the next viral twist. This isn't just entertainment. This is strategy. This is a legacy. This is hip-hop history unfolding live. Be loud. Be seen. Be part of it. Watch closely. Every post, every clip, every reaction counts.